All right, guys, another quick, like 3-minute-ish sharpening tips. So we talked about hones and strops. Now, loaded strops and fine hones can lead you to a problem if you don't moderate how you do this. Now, this isn't something that most people are going to experience, but there are some people, you'll see these guys that the second they use their knife, oh, I cut something, I got to hit the strop. Oh, I cut something, I got to hit the strop. And if you're using a loaded strop, what can happen is, just like on this hone, you see that these are abrasive. They are removing a tiny bit of material each time. This knife has got a fairly coarse, about 400 grit edge on it. You can see right there. I want it that way. And when I put it on a finer abrasive, like this strop being 1 micron, really, really fine, it's going to just take off a little bit of material. It's going to touch the edge back up. On this strop, on this hone, and the honing rod, you've got much finer, closer to 3,000 or 4,000 grit. They're still removing material. And what will happen over time is that edge will start to what's called burnish. And that means that the toothiness, those micro serrations that are in it, are slowly getting finer and finer. And then you wind up with, just like if you had done it, you will take off enough material that you have basically a 3,000 grit edge. That might not be what you want, and that's not what I want on this. For day-to-day use, if you use your knife throughout the day and you used it a lot, you just want to give it a couple quick passes on a strop or on a honing rod, that shouldn't be an issue. When you run into the issue is, like I said, some guys will use a knife and then put it on a hone. Use the knife, they cut, oh, I cut a piece of cardboard, I got to put it on a strop. Oh, I cut a piece of cardboard, I got to put it on a strop. And that is going to definitely magnify how fast this edge burnishes and loses its tooth. And then it won't do the things you want it to. So while these are great, you got to use them in moderation. Your other option too, which is a great option, is to just not use a loaded strop. You can see I've loaded the side of this with some really fine abrasive. This is diamond. 1 micron diamond, and then this is chromium oxide. I know which side it is, and I can use that to touch the stone up if I don't, or touch the knife up on it if I happen to have this in my pack. But the nice thing is, on the other side of this, there's a non-loaded, just leather strop, which really will, as much as people say it doesn't work, leather, just the friction of it and the silicates that are in it, without removing any real material, just running it across that will knock those little teeth back into alignment and bring the edge back up. Most of the time, 99% of the time, when I strop on a bare unloaded strop, unless that just doesn't get it. Then I'll move to a loaded strop. If that doesn't do it, then I move to the hones. So overstropping your edge is something you can do. And it's simply just like going from a 400 grit and working through the grit. It just takes longer because this is an abrasive and does remove material and will just basically fine up that edge to a point where it doesn't cut the way you want. So there you go. Overhoning, overstropping, it's a thing. Just use these in moderation. Guys, see you next time.